Welcome to Gen Con 2017. We're here with a special guest, Alison Haislip.
Hi.
And if you don't know her, she was on Attack of the Show. You've seen her on Tabletop, and now she's here as Yellow's brand ambassador.
Yeah, got it. You nailed it all.
So, I guess that's the end of the interview.
Yeah.
No, so tell me, how did you get into this, being a brand ambassador?
Well, I actually have a friend who, when he started working at Yellow, he was like, by the way, this company I just started working with is looking for a brand ambassador. Is that something you would be interested in? And I was like, well, yeah, like what? Working with a board game company sounds like so much fun. And that's really how I make decisions with a lot of things in my career. I'm like, will I have fun doing this project? Then yes, I will probably do it. And that we just started talking about like what it would entail and what we would do about it. And, you know, we let the lawyers deal with all the nitty gritty and getting all the like contracty stuff worked out. And then as soon as he signed that contract, I just had boxes and boxes and boxes of board games show up on my front step, and I was like, well, I got some work to do. Because obviously I'd played some Yellow games, but I wasn't aware of how extensive their catalog was. So I started having regular game days at my place on like every Sunday. I just have a different group of friends over, and we just bust out one of the games, crack it open, pop out all the little things from the cardboard, and learn a new Yellow game for the week. You know?
So which ones have you been the most excited about? Which games have you played the most, I guess?
Sea of Clouds is one of my favorites. I really love that game. I just think it's really clever, and I like that every time you play it, you have different strategy depending on how the cards fall. And I also think that there's something satisfying about tallying up points at the end. Like you play through the whole game and then you tally up points, and then that's the only way you know who wins. You can't really tell while you're playing the game because you don't know what anyone's secret cards hold. And also it's a very easy game to pick up and learn it in about 5 minutes and play a couple rounds with a friend for an hour. You know, I like that.
And you've been playing a lot of King of Tokyo, I assume?
Oh, of course I've been playing a lot of King of Tokyo. It's funny, that's the game that a lot of my friends who would not consider themselves gamers really like playing. Like they got really excited to play King of Tokyo. And so when I ended up being a King of Tokyo piece, Alison, my friends are so excited about this. They want their own so they can play back at home.
Do you always take your own piece when you play?
I will now. I mean, I didn't get her until this Gen Con. I didn't have any special privileges. I had to wait till Gen Con 50 to get her too.
Well, we have a special piece, the Iron Rook. They might have to battle each other a little bit here.
Who will be king of the hill? No, my katanas.
I'm not sure, but I mean, so what else are you doing, obviously, as a brand ambassador for the company?
As the brand ambassador, I mean, I'll be doing a lot of social media outreach. That's sort of what comes along with me. That's my dowry, as I say. You buy me, you also get my social media outreach. And I think that, you know, I have a very big following within the nerd geek community, but that isn't specific to board gaming. I have a lot of fans who are video gamers, and a lot of fans who are into comic books and things like that. And I think that what I give Yellow is the reach to those people who might not know this, that there are games that will appeal to them as well. You know, board games have become so much more than what we were as kids. You know, it's not your standard Monopoly or Life or anything like that. It's the games these days have these intrinsic storylines and these like huge epic battles and these characters that you somehow end up caring about, even though they're a flat piece of cardboard, you know? So I think people need to be made more aware of what gaming has to offer in the tabletop world.
Exactly, and it's kind of a good crossover because you came from a video game background, and now you kind of switched over. And what was the transition point for you to switch over?
Well, honestly, personally, there was no transition point. I was always a video gamer and always a board gamer. I just became known for the video game side first. Oh, it's the Gen Con voice of God. Every time he talks, I'm like, yes, God, what free item do you have for me now? Yeah, I just never had a public recognition playing board games until I was asked to be a part of Tabletop with.
And then obviously that led into this.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've always been the one. I'm the nerd at parties who's like, guys, let's get together and play a board game. And everyone's like, shut up, Alison, I just want to have a beer. And I'm like, no, we're going to play this really fun game. And now I think that it's being seen more as that is something that people want to do at parties. You know, it's far more acceptable. It's far more what people look forward to now. I love that board gaming is a very legitimate form of entertainment.
Yeah, I mean that we kind of look at it that way. We always say that versus video games, board gaming is kind of a social thing too, so you're with your friends.
And what I'm excited about is that there's more and more co-op games coming out. There's more and more games that are about you and the people you're playing with defeating the game as opposed to defeating each other. And that to me is what a party game is all about. Like, how do we all have fun together? Oh, we have a common enemy, it's this game, how do we beat it?
Yeah, speaking of co-op games, I saw you playing Mountains of Madness yesterday.
Oh my gosh, I love that game so much. See, that's a perfect example. I sat down to learn how to play this game with 5 total strangers, or 4, there's 5 total, so 4 total strangers. And by the end of this game, we were like high-fiving and chest bumping, and we were like, you know, we were so into it. And it's such a cool game mechanic. It's a game that legitimately makes you feel like you are going crazy and crazier as the game progresses, which I haven't seen that very often.
I know, I mean, to take a computer game and turn it into, you're the insane one and you have to close your eyes and you have to not talk.
Yeah, I loved it. And the cleverness of what the madnesses are. Like, I had a card yesterday that was just called peanut butter, and it meant I could only talk with my tongue stuck to the top of my mouth. Which you can kind of understand me now, but when you're frantically screaming at someone that you have 5 crates and you have 20 seconds to get them to understand you have 5 crates, that's the most frustrating thing you can do. Not be able to move your tongue.
No, it's good. It's good to get excitement for games, so we get that all the time too.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, it's like any form of competition. You watch sports, you watch anything, the Olympics, you watch anything like that. You know, just being able to get into it and get passionate about something is kind of the human spirit, right?
Exactly, and you're showing your passion with your social media account. So how much content will we be seeing from there?
How much yellow content?
From your fandom box.
I mean, as much as I want to post, really. I mean, obviously I have like a certain amount of obligations that I have to fulfill, but Yellow has been such an awesome company to work with that I just get inspired to do random other things. Like, for instance, one of those Sunday game days that I had, we busted open Zombie 15, which is you play through an entire zombie apocalypse in 15 scenarios, and your time, you have 15 minutes for each scenario, and if you fail a scenario, you have to go back and redo that scenario before you can move on. And I only played it for like an hour or so with some friends, but it takes a little bit to figure out. There's a lot of, I mean, you literally get 100 zombie pieces, and then there's a plethora of other stuff. So like just figuring it all out and setting it all up takes some time. And we played through 2 scenarios, and I was like, gosh, this would be a great game to actually sit down with the same 4 people and really campaign the entire game. And so I hit up my podcast co-host and another friend of our show, and I said, is this something you guys would be interested in doing? What if we sat down, played this entire campaign, and we live streamed the whole thing so people could watch it? And they were all on board. So we allotted out 6 hours. We took a Sunday, and we were like, during this Sunday, for these 6 hours, we're going to play this entire campaign of Zombie 15, right? No way it'll take us more than 6 hours. In 6 hours, we made it through 8 scenarios. We were so into it and so excited that we've decided to do a live stream again. We're doing it next week to finish out the campaign. And that's nothing that Yellow asked me to do or that I was required to do. I actually hit them up and said, hey, would you guys be up for me live streaming this game? Because I'm just so excited about it. So I would assume that the further I get into their catalog, the more of that stuff is going to happen.
Yeah, you're going to find a lot of games. I mean, I love Yellow games, so you're going to find a lot of good games in there.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there's just so many games. I don't even know if I could tell you the names of all of them. I mean, I could probably rattle off like 15 right now, but then every day someone says a game, and I'm like, that's another one, you know? It's crazy.
I know. And so where can they view your content?
Oh, I'm sitting in front of it. Never mind, it's right here. Yeah, just at Alison Haislip on Instagram and Twitter, and my Facebook's Alison Haislip Official, and that's me.
Yes, so Yellow has a brand ambassador, it sounds like, for at least a year.
I hope so. Hopefully longer.
Yeah.
Hopefully they let me stick around.
It sounds like forever at this point.
Yes, exactly, as long as she exists. I want a different one every Gen Con now. I want a different monster every Gen Con. That's my goal.
different months. What do you guys think? I mean, you guys will be able to hopefully get this. I think you could get it here at the Yellow booth, and I think they'll sell it online too. You know,
I don't think they're going to, at least not anytime soon. As far as I know, this is going to be a con exclusive, so you might be able to get it at other conventions, but I don't know if it's going to be online anytime soon.
So you're going to have to come to the booth if you want that Alison.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. The ninja.
That was the thing, when they said what the name was, I was like, that's genius! Now, why have I never thought about that?
Because you never thought of yourself as a ninja
As a ninja,
before.
I know, but now I will.
And you even did American Ninja Warrior.
I know, right? You would think someone would have come up with that at some point. No, 3 seasons of that show, I couldn't even get that nickname.
Well, you have it now.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's a pleasure to talk to you today.
Yeah, you too, thank you. Have a great con.
Yes, and so that's Alison Haislip here at the Yellow Brand Ambassador, and you can catch all of her content. Alison Haislip Official on Facebook, Alison Haislip at Twitter, and Alison Haislip on Instagram if you want to see all of that. And of course, at conventions you'll see her as well. Like she's here doing autograph signings as well, so you can see her at conventions and keep having fun. And of course, the big question is, what's your favorite color?
That's yellow.
It's yellow. So thank you so much for watching this, and we'll see you soon at the table.